Hello, New York. Hello, everybody. My name is Jeffrey Desmond, and this is Lazy Weekend Movies. I hope you guys had a good week last week, and your weekend is going great. Mine is certainly going great. I feel good. I feel really good. And as usual, I brought you two new movies. I watched last week. These movies really touched me in a deeper sense, and I felt like I learned something watching these movies, and I hope you guys will feel the same way that I felt watching these movies. You know, um, these two movies are Kaiji, the Ultimate Gambler, and the next one is Heathers. Kaiji actually is a Japanese movie, and Heathers is from here, America. Yeah, so let's get into them. Alright. So Kaiji, the Ultimate Gambler was directed by Toya Sato, and I feel like that's how I should say it since it's a Japanese movie. And this movie came out in 2009, starring Tatsuya Fujiwara. And I couldn't find a score for it on Rotten Tomatoes though, but if if that helps, 86% of Google users like this movie. If that helps, but I really like this movie. I really like it. I gave this movie a 9 out of 10. Definitely. And here's my point of view on Kaiji. Well, basically, I watched this movie years ago, and this week I was work was kind of tough. Work was kind of hard, and got me thinking, And I'm like, all right, so I feel like going back to Kaiji and watch this movie again, and because I feel like there's like a couple lines into it, there's like a lesson into it that I feel like visiting again and whatnot. And my God, I couldn't be more right. And I watched this movie, and I felt like it's the first time I watched the movie. The movie brought back a lot of great feelings and whatnot, and I love it. I hope you guys will love it too. You know what I mean? So let's start with my point of view in the movie. So the character Kaiji, played by Tatsuya Fujiwara, this guy is one of my favorite Asian actors actually, and he made Death Note, the real Death Note, the original. I know Netflix got one right now, but I couldn't get into it. I tried to watch it, but I couldn't get into it. Yeah, this character has, I could relate it. I can't really relate to this character. I can't, and when I compare this character to certain aspect of my life, I realized that he's just like me. Sometimes he's just confused about the world. He's just he's just innocent. He's just he doesn't, like, before he got into what he got into, he didn't know the heaviness of this world, and it's the same thing as me. Before coming here to America, that's where I know real life. Back home, I was still a kid, and I was going to the natural motion of life. Go to school, come back home, and study, eat, play soccer in the street. The normal things. But coming to America, that's when I start really like working and facing certain things that I never knew existed. So in that way, I can relate to the character Kaiji really well. Actually, this movie, in my opinion, stands for trust in a way that you should know who you should trust and who you should not trust. And I'm saying that in relation to your friends, in relations to like your work and your school, whoever you let in your life, trust is a really big deal to me. You should know who you should trust and who you should keep an eye on, and whatnot. And the second thing is greed. This movie really talk about greed in a sense, in a sense that greed, it's something that we all have. We all have. You know, but the thing is that there's like a way that a magnitude you let greed take in your life that could destroy your life and even destroy the life of others around you. So that's something you should really watch out for. That's something we all have, but at the same time, it's something that we have to control, definitely. And the next thing that the movie really talk about is temptation. Temptation is something that we all have in ourselves, also, and that's something that I've been battling against, and trying to control, because I'm usually tempted by the pretty things, the beautiful things, the things that are appealing to the eyes. I can't really. I feel a certain weakness for this kind of things, and it's something that I'm learning to control. Which in the movie, Kaiji didn't have any sense of, in a way that he didn't know the deeper notion of temptation yet, until he got into what he's got into in the movie. And after that's really taught him a lesson of how, yes, temptation exists, we all have it, but at the same time, how can I not be tempted by the wrong things, and how can I I'll find a way to protect myself against the negative temptations in life. That's something I find very intriguing in this movie. And the next thing is deception. Oh my god, it's like, man, for me, I don't know, it's something that like, even though you know about, it's really hard for you not to not to fall into, it's like you might meet somebody that makes everything sound really great to you, and makes you look at life in a different way and whatnot, and you open your heart to that person, and you start trusting, and then who turns out to deceive you, it's that person. And that's something that we whoever you are, you could still fall into the notion of deception. It's something that we have to really pay attention to. Deception, it's like, know the people you have around you, know who you're dealing with, so when this happens, that because let me tell you something, no matter how guarded you think you are, no matter how safe you think you keep yourself, sooner or later it's gonna hit you. But the thing that, like, to me, in my opinion, the safer way to when that happens, that you could still carry yourself, you can still find the energy, the will to move on and to keep facing life, is to protect yourself in a way that you don't let it get to you as deep as it could get to you. You know what I mean? So if you know that, alright, that person could deceive me, but hey, I have to deal with that person for this or for that, so when it happens, you won't really feel like, my god, this really hit me out of nowhere. You know what I mean? You won't really feel like that. So that's what I think, and that was something I found really intriguing watching this movie. And there's like a line in the movie that really stuck with me, and that line is, money worth more than life. And in some aspect, yeah, depends what is your profession in life, depends your situation in life, and money can really feel like it's worth more than your own life. The things that you have to do to have it, the situations you have to get into to have it, it's like, it's a heavy thing, You know what I mean? So that's something I really think about, and I feel like, it's like a yes and no to me at the same time. You know. So I hope you guys check this movie out, Kaiji, the Ultimate Gambler. I hope you check it out, and I hope you come out after watching it. I hope you come out with something from it, because I came out with a lot of things from it. I hope the same thing happens. The same thing happens for you guys. I hope you check it out. All right. All right. So Heathers was directed by Michael Lehman, and it came out in 1989, starring Winona Ryder and Christian Slater. And this movie has currently a 95% Rotten Tomato score. So here's my point of view on Heathers. Well, to be honest, this movie caught me by surprise because I saw it on Netflix. It's on Netflix right now. It was about 2 in the morning, and I had to work around 8 later that day, and I couldn't fall asleep. So I'm like, all right, let me find something on Netflix I could just put on, right, and then I would just sleep, and I saw the movie poster on Netflix. I'm like, all right, that sounds like it's like a cheesy movie, that's gonna put me to sleep real fast. So I'm like, all right, let me just put it on and whatnot. So I put this movie on, and this movie started really slowly, really slowly. You saw three three girls, right? Three girls, like going just seeing around, and they're about to play some Marco Polo stuff. I don't know. And I'm like, all right, this movie definitely gonna put me to sleep. So I think my plan is gonna work. So I'm like, all right. But there's like a song in the movie. It's like I don't know. I have to look for that song, so I put it on my playlist because it's amazing. A song goes like what I asked my mom. You know, I don't know what I should be or whatever, and my mom says "que sera sera," which is French for "what will be." And I'm like, okay, okay, you're getting my attention a little bit, okay. And then boom, the movie turns out to be a gold mine. Amazing movie. I couldn't sleep until I finished the movie. I went back to bed at like what 4 in the morning, and I had to work at 8 in the morning. Isn't that reckless? Yes, I'm reckless. For a quality movie, I'm totally reckless. I'm gonna tell you that. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. So much that I look for the definition of header. I look for the definition of header. And by definition, it says that on Google. It says that it's a header is an amazing person that defines what a woman should be. She's caring, honest, strong, sweet, gorgeous, funny, talented, and loaded with sex appeal. That couldn't be more accurate because these girls in this movie, the headers, that's exactly how they portrayed them. And I read a little bit more on Urban Dictionary. I don't know. I don't know if that's like a platform that I should be reading about anything to talk about, but it was it was really fascinating. So I couldn't pass on it. The other definition I got for header is a low spreading bush, usually with small pink, purple, or white flowers that grows wild, especially on hills. I was like, okay, okay. It's like the people behind the movie, they were really thoughtful about it. Everything they portray in this movie actually comes from this definition I just read. All of it. I mean, these girls were colorful, they were wild, and they step on flowers. It's like, who steps on flowers like in your own garden? What? But yeah, amazing movie. kept me on the edge of my bed because I was supposed to be sleeping. Kept me on the edge of my bed the whole time. The whole time. Here's a quote from the movie, actually. A quote from the movie reads, "Real life sucks. Losers dry. If you want to mess with the eagles, you've got to learn to fly." My God. A part of me says yes, and the other part of me was like, "What? I don't want to fly with no eagles. I want to fly with myself. I want to spread my own wings and fly. I don't want to fly with no eagles." But the other part of me that agrees with it was like, all right, so let's say that you're the kind of person who's into um being a part of a club, right? A prestigious club or whatnot, or a company, being part of a company that's really popular or whatever. Then you're gonna have to learn how to fly with the eagles. It's like life comes in binary codes, and that's something I got from the Matrix or something. It's like either you're for it or you against it, you know? But how about the people who are neither or against anything? Good question. So let's talk about the cast. In the cast we have Winona Ryder and Christian Slater. My God, these guys have a chemistry that's off the chart. I don't know, man. They were meant. They were meant to act. They were meant to be in this movie together. They were meant to. Winona Ryder played Veronica in this movie. Veronica, she got she they well, it's a high school movie. You know why? She met three girls in there who were really popular, and they included her in the group, and all the girls are named Heathers except for her. Except for her. I'm like, okay, something is up here. She's actually, she to me seems like somebody who have their own original thoughts, but at the same time wants to be part of something. Something that goes against her codes and everything, but she still want to be a part of it. And Christian Slater played Jason Dean. Oh my God. See, I mean, that's crazy because Christian Slater right now is playing in a TV show called Mr. Robot. And Winona Ryder is playing in a TV show called Stranger Things right now. Two great TV shows who really stand for something, who have a message into it. Amazing. Amazing. To me in the movie, Veronica, she's the referee, you know? She's the referee. She's the one who she's the one who blow the whistle when she's the one who blows the whistle when something bad happens, something bad is happening, and she has to put a stop to it. And she feels like she has to step in and make everything right. And be like, okay, so everything's fine? Alright. Let the motion continues and whatnot. Let it go. And on the other hand, Jason Dean stands for order. Stands for order. He's like, well, there's certain things that I'm not cool with right here. I'm not really cool right here. And the only way to fix these things is by applying strict order. Strict order. What it means to, what it means to destroy or whatever, but I want order in this place. Ladies and gentlemen, I want order. And you have the Heathers, which are Veronica's friends, the three other girls. They stand for chaos. They stand for total chaos. And the only people they care about really is themselves. It couldn't be a more perfect movie. Amazing movie. I sat there and like in my bed, I'm like, my God, I didn't see that coming. I didn't see that coming. I really didn't see that coming. And I'm definitely gonna watch this movie again. Again. Matter of fact, I'm gonna watch it right after this. Just to be honest with you guys. So, I have Kaiji, the Ultimate Gambler, and Heathers for you today, ladies and gentlemen. Watch them and let me know how you feel about them. And I hope you guys have a great weekend and a great week next week. I'll definitely try to have that myself. So thank you very much for listening to the next episode of Lazy Weekend Movies. My name is Jeffrey Dasman, and I'll be with you next weekend. Bye bye.